right, up next, we should have Adam Vetter on the line representing DipJar. Adam, are you there? We have, now I can hear you and see you. Hi, welcome to Adam. I've got the clicker, so you just let me know when. Next slide. It's all you.
Well, I guess next slide. All right. Well, first of all, hi everybody. Thank you so much for having me. I'm extremely excited to talk about what we have already at DipJar and also where we're going in just a few short months. And hopefully everybody thinks that this is, just as fun as we think it is. We really do think it's fun. So what we're creating here is a campaign-based fundraising platform. The idea is we want to be able to start with a physical location. We want to start with a physical device. And we want to be able to expand that really geographically as far as you possibly could think to. The whole idea of what we're doing with this is that we want to be able to show donors what the impact is that they're making. We have found with our legacy device, which I'll actually talk about on the next slide, that when charities attempt to fundraise with a specific goal and with a pictorial illustration of where people are in that goal, that the returns on those donations tend to be around 10 to 15x. So as we started building new stuff, this was definitely at the forefront of our minds. Additionally, we're making this device so that you can kind of like broaden the scope of what you're doing, and instead of just collecting donations where you happen to be, you're able to use an online service to feed into that campaign. And then in addition to that, actually use the social networks of your donors to be able to feed into that campaign to help it grow. This new device is being developed with an integration into Razor's Edge, with the ability to not only sync any donations that you've received, but also create contacts if it's a donor that you have not dealt with before. But like I mentioned, all of this is brand new and in development right now. Next slide. This is what we currently have. And it's very fast, it's very fun. The charities seem to enjoy using it, and certainly when I've seen them in the wild, donors have enjoyed using it as well. But the entire idea behind the DipJar started with, we need to be able to collect donations without using cash. Cash is not terribly commonly carried any longer, but if we're going to do this, we should also do it in as fun a way as possible. So the device lights up, it dings, it has a little bit of sort of a slot machine atmosphere to it, where it's extremely fun to use. All of the impetus for the new products that we're developing came with sort of the next point, which was building a separate display for the campaigns, or display for the devices. We tested this out at one of our partners, Georgia Aquarium, and this is actually where we figured out that if you attach a screen with a goal and a thermometer, that the number of donations that you get is just magnificently larger than what you get if it's just simply a jar by itself. And one of the newer features that we've added to the legacy device is the ability to have the donors cover the fees. This is also being worked into a Razor's Edge NXT integration, which we're extremely excited about. That said, I think most of the interesting donor data would be coming from the new devices, which are due to be out around the end of first quarter of 23. Next slide. Okay, so a little bit more about the new stuff, which is what I'm really excited about because that's what I've been making. So what we wanted to do with this was we wanted to increase how detailed the ask can be, allow a donation amount to be customized, which it can't on the current device, enable our device to connect seamlessly to all of our other devices, which also the legacy device cannot, provide a reliable Wi-Fi connection and a whole bunch of battery life so you can take these things on the move. And, in addition to that and the thermometer, that really addresses everything that our current group of customers have said that they really need in order to make the devices more actionable. Next slide. So the second part of this, although it's really not necessarily the second part, it's actually what powers the device in itself, is a new tokenized, more advanced online donation portal than what we currently have. The idea is that, and yes, we at DipJar know that pretty much everybody has online donation portals, but the reason why we're using this as part of our new product suite is because it allows us to tie in not only the physical devices into one single campaign, but also online giving, also the ability to, in future iterations, text these things out to a contact list, pin to social media, turn donations into recurring donations, etc. With the real goal of saying, okay, if you have this one device, how far can you make it reach? And how far can you make it reach is entirely predicated upon being able to collect donations not only online, but to leverage your contacts and your donors' contacts to be able to make that as valuable as possible. And that's actually it for me. I'm very happy to take any questions that exist.
Awesome. Thank you, Adam.